Okay. All right. Now you're cooking with Crisco. Let's get it. Now we cooking with Crisco. Let's see what we could do for you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It only gets worse. It only gets worse from here. They've done everything in their power to sabotage me, sabotage my views, sabotage my reach, everything, and trying to make it look like it's accidental or the people don't want to see it. I am not a tech genius at all. But you cannot convince me in no way, shape, or form with all this technical talk and all this garbage that you try to come up with that this is a normal working process. No, it is not. So now, I, who have been battling behind the scenes with them, will continue the good fight. But what I won't do is allow this aggression to stand. You may receive this at a later date. I'm cool with it. Late notifications. Right? I get it. Now, before we get to the Lakers, we gonna hear what Kwame had to say. Because I got a lot to say about them. So don't forget to hit the like button. They're trying to sabotage you guys, keep you guys from seeing my stream tonight. I can't get people to come in. They're going to try to tell me everything is working as usual, which is a lie, because if it was working as usual, I would not be having this conversation with them. So let's get to the grease.
But is it just me, or is First Take and these media guys infatuated with myself and some YouTubers like Karceno, Ticket TV, Self Talk, and a few more? To me, it seems like they're infatuated with us. They're definitely infatuated with Mama's Cooking. Because I forgot the guy's name, but all three of them, Stephen A., Kendrick Perkins, and another guy was on a panel. And Kendrick Perkins said, I'm going to eat my wife's sweet potato pie, and I'm going to eat, who else sweet potato pie he said he was going to eat? Aretha Franklin. And then the guy was like, he was doing like this. He was doing the Mama's Cooking thing. And I said, man, he's doing that on First Take. He's literally doing Mama's Cooking on First Take. That's amazing. And shout out to the brother Terry that gave me a haircut. But yeah, he did Mama's Cooking on First Take. And I thought that was kind of strange, but you know, considering the fact that First Take is looked at as a joke now, but people tune in just to hear what that weak weasel gonna say and to see what we're gonna say back most time. But it's interesting that they keep talking the Lakers all the time and talking the Lakers as if they're even close to being the team to beat. Like the Lakers suck. Let's just be honest. The Lakers put together the Cinderella team, which happened I think in 2004 when they put Karl Malone, Gary Payton, and all these players on the same team, and they lost to the Detroit Pistons, an actual team, a team that still had the team concept in mind, and a team that played like a team. And the Lakers do not play like a team at all. I think the coach is not allowed to be a coach. I mean, I saw Karceno live earlier, um, and he showed different plays that broke down what's actually going on. And that's not a coaching thing. I mean, these guys are wide open from the three. These guys are old. These guys are slow. If they don't put young guys out there that can defend, for the life of me, I cannot understand if Trevor Ariza is not hurt and he's sitting on the bench with all that defense that he has, and if Trevor Ariza is sitting on the bench with all that defense that he has and all that tenacity that he has, I mean, that's what he does. So if he's not hurt and nobody thought, hey, it's not all about scoring, let me put Trevor in. If he is hurt, then I get it. But if he's not hurt, then I don't get it. But Trevor Ariza, they got to get some defense. It's not about offense all the time. You got LeBron, you got Westbrook, you got AD, you got Melo. That's enough offense. You got to mix in some players that got some defense about themselves. So I don't understand. The Lakers are not even a team. And what's happening with the Lakers is what happens to every great player. They're hanging on to LeBron's glory years. LeBron is past his prime for as being able to do certain things on the offensive and defensive end. But where they're going to lack is if I'm a young team, if I'm any team, I'm going to run the shit out of the Lakers. I'm going to say run the shit out of the Lakers, put LeBron and Carmelo in pick and roll every play, because I heard Kendrick Perkins say they put Melo in pick and roll so they can switch and go at him. They're going at all of those old guys. What are you talking about? They're going at LeBron just the same way they're going at Melo. And if nobody noticed it or not, AD does not want to play the five. I mean, it could work for a little while, but to have him out there extended minutes at the five, he doesn't want to play the five. He wants to be more of a shooter and a scorer, but he does not want to bang and have to deal with all the rebounds. Karceno was actually right about that. I've been saying it. You got to protect AD. AD is not a very physical center. He's a finesse center. So you got to put a physical center out there with AD and maximize the minutes. That's why I said Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard can actually get AD open. Dwight Howard running and putting his head up under the rim, or DeAndre Jordan could get AD open. But if you're not going to do that, then I just don't understand the point. It just seems like the Lakers, every player that goes to the Lakers and leave, they go play well. Look at all the players that left the Lakers, and you can just find out where they landed. And Washington is a hell of a team, and they got two players off the Lakers. Chicago Bulls is a hell of a team. They got two players off the Lakers. Phoenix Suns is a hell of a team. They got the sleeping giant. They got JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee is looking like a damn near rejuvenated player. I'm not gonna say an all-star, but he's playing hell of a basketball. Yeah, Montrezl Harrell, like all of these guys who leave the Lakers, who put this magnifying glass on every other player except LeBron. Because the going narrative, when you play with a superstar like that, and I'll take LeBron's name out of it, any team that they have that have a marquee superstar, they're not going to ever blame the marquee superstar. They're going to have a magnifying glass on each player around said superstar. And the media's job is to, especially if he's a pampered, protected superstar, the media's job is to create narratives to make you see, to make it think like it's everybody else but that superstar. But as you can see, every player who's left the Lakers, who they've given up on, is playing hell of basketball. So if I'm these guys, I wouldn't be upset because it's the media's job to spin this narrative. The Lakers shouldn't even be talked about really in no type of good light. We shouldn't even be talking about LeBron when you got the Phoenix Suns having the type of season that they're having. When you have essentially role players playing better than players that you guys said were superstars. You got role players kicking ass. For the Phoenix Suns, they having fun, they high-fiving, and shout out to JaVale McGee. I love JaVale McGee.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I love JaVale McGee. And I mean, look, JaVale McGee, this was the thing. He played like this in Golden State. This is why LeBron wanted to take him from Golden State and put him on the Lakers. Because JaVale McGee was busting their ass when they played him. No one seems to remember that. And they just like, man, I'm like, do anybody realize what was going on? No notifications. Don't worry. Make sure you subscribed and hit the notification bell. Because if you did, that means, and if you didn't get the notification, I can notify them. And you could do it as well. Go to where it says support and tell them, send them my URL, say I'm not getting my notifications for this channel and I want to know why. Well, the Lakers are a spot up shooting team. But the thing is like you're going to have to outscore people. You got to try to shut people down, meaning you're going to have to play defense. The Lakers are playing as if they could turn it on at any given time. Exactly. See, Kwame Brown, listen to what I said. When Kwame heard me say what I said and he watched the videos and he started watching the games, he saw that I was right. He see exactly the same thing I saw. And then I actually showed the plays. He's somebody that could look right at it and say, okay, well, let me see what he's saying. Well, okay, well, where is he lying at? But people are so stuck in fandom, they're looking past the actual evidence that's showing you what's going on. It's like, we ain't making this up. We actually showing you the game and showing you what transpired. We ain't just talking out our ass. We just saying exactly what is transpired on this screen. And shouts out to @Kwame Brown Bus Life. Don't forget to support his new channel that he got to, Bus Life Sports. It's a lot of new Edit W Sports, 78 Sports TV, Blood Boxing. Your boy Karceno, welcome to HD 2 Eyes TV. Now, let's take a look at some things here. LeBron's under the rim. Monks hits the three, right? Now, let's take a look at this. Monk had 9 points in the fourth quarter, shot 3 of 5 from 3. So that means he's having a good shooting day. But that means to tell me all his shots are threes. He hit 3 threes. And that's his points of the night. But defensively, let's see where he is. Because LeBron's going to get caught in pick and roll. Same thing Kwame was saying, same thing I was saying. They ain't just putting Melo through it, they putting LeBron through it too. Here it is, pick and roll play. Oh, Reggie Jackson sees LeBron. This is exactly the matchup you want. They went after it all night long. Ty Lue, who LeBron knows. Ty Lue is sitting there like, yep, this is what I want. I know I used to coach him. He can't keep this up. Fourth quarter, that car ain't got no gas in it. I know. So he already know LeBron. So get him in pick and roll and see if LeBron can guard him. LeBron, who had more rest than any other Laker on the team, gets beat by a head fake. Look at this. Head fake. Uh-oh. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, youngster. Hold on. Hold on now, you little whippersnapper. Hold, somebody help me. They get a layup. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look at that. Layup. Yep. Run that on ESPN. Now, with that being said, the Lakers come back down and they swing the ball out to the top of the key. This guy forgets he's supposed to be guarding LeBron. LeBron gets the ball, shoots a wide open three. It goes in. Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm bad. All right. They doing good, right? He came back and got a three. They run the play. Ty Lue called it. The center is out there. The backup center. He gets the ball. He's running pick and roll. Reggie's finna pick LeBron. No, it's a walk-through screen. It's a fake pick. He's walking through. Now watch this. The center, who LeBron's supposed to guard. It's the fourth quarter, LeBron. This is winning time. Hit the like button, good people. Here we go. This man is supposed to be the greatest of all time, right? According to y'all minds, look at that defensive stance. He's not taking 55 seriously. He said, oh, you ain't gonna take me seriously? Oh, that whippersnapper got some wheels. Must be the wheels. Dunks the ball on LeBron. Oh, man. The whole team jump up. Same play. Let's listen to what the announcer says after this happens.
LeBron gets beat going left twice in succession.
LeBron got beat twice in succession going left. This the Lakers announcer.
That's a 4-point game. Lakers down.
Look at this. Split.
He goes up. So LeBron gets beat going left twice in succession.
Twice in succession. Succession. That's a lot. So that's letting you know that good old Laker defense was priming on display. It's all about execution. And where's this defensive stopper THT is supposed to be? Now, he from Chicago, and I want him to succeed and everything. It's not about that, but I haven't seen him being a defensive lockdown guy at all. The Clippers did drive and kick and was getting good shots. The Lakers' spacing defensively is terrible. Look at this. Well, Ellington is not a defensive guy. He's there to shoot. But this is the lineup LeBron wanted. LeBron James wanted this lineup. He liked Monk with Ellington on the court for shooting. But LeBron is taking a break. So they got THT, Russ in with this lineup. They keep putting Russ in with this lineup. Now, let's go and see how this is. No one can guard Reggie Jackson now. Reggie is already at this level. 3 Lakers are here. Let's see what transpires next. Reggie gets here. Reggie gets there. He draws all these Lakers there. Look, it's 5 Lakers basically there. THT, I give you credit. You are the only Los Angeles Laker that seems to understand this position. This guy jumps in the air off balance. You make him shoot that. So you guard every place he could go with the ball. Take that away from him. Monk seemed to have had that under control here. There's no way he'll be able to get there. THT has got Morris covered in the corner. He sees it. Russ is thinking, let me get a rebound for my triple-double. He's lost sight of a shooter that he's supposed to be guarding. Had he been guarding Luke Kennard, this would not be happening right now because this man's jumped in the air, ladies and gentlemen. You're supposed to find the shooters. Basic basketball. And it goes over his head. There's Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard shoots. Bang. Easy. You see, basketball is a simple game. And some people, the game comes easy to them. Other people, it does not. The Lakers couldn't stop anybody. It's not about their ability to score. Like Charles Barkley used to say, any knucklehead could score. Can you stop and get a stop when you need it? Okay, here it is. Russ and Monk are now guarding. LeBron's back in the game from piggybacking. He gonna guard Morris now. So Paul George has got Monk on him. THT's out the game. They got Bron in now. So you got Westbrook and Monk in, Reggie and Paul George, right? They playing 2-on-2 basketball. Reggie sees what Paul wants to do and wants to see how Monk guards. Monk is not a defender, ladies and gentlemen. He's never been. This is one of his major problems when he was in Charlotte. Could shoot, but he could not play defense. Let's see how that works out for him, ladies and gentlemen. Why is Monk still guarding this man? And why, if he's guarding Paul George and he's picked him up, Russ, why are you still behind him? You're supposed to fall off that man and get to the shooter. So he's committed to guarding Paul George. So that means, Russ, you got to pop out on Jackson. How do you fall asleep, Russ? How do you blow that? So I can't really blame Monk because Monk picked up and committed to Paul George. You riding Paul George back. Why? You just left Reggie wide open for 3. Ellington tried to come out there and help. And these kind of plays will get you beat in this league. This is why the Lakers are losing tight games. They got all these weapons and they can score, but they can't stop anybody. So all these games are going to come down to the wire. Because in this league, you got to be able to stop people, baby. Look at this. Reggie goes up against 1, 2, 3, 4 Lakers are here. LeBron's piggybacking resting because he tired. So it's four Lakers in the paint. AD, why the hell you ain't got that rebound? You 6'11", boy. Act like it. So Ibaka gets the rebound, kicks it out. Morris dribbles in on Melo. Pulls up for a short-range jump shot on Anthony Davis. Knocks it down. Execution. Now, is this hating on LeBron James? Or are we assessing the Los Angeles Lakers for what they are? It's all defensively. Every time they got back, they hit a big shot, it'd be a 1-point game, and they make another defensive mistake. 1-point game, 110, 109, in the fourth quarter with 1:18 to go. Thank you, AJ. Yes, the super chat is working. Oh yeah, I bet Michigan both times. I bet football and basketball. It was a Michigan day. And the Bucks. Knew the Bucks was gonna do what they did. I forgot to tell you what's going on. Here we go. Melo hit a big three, made it a 1-point game. Here we go. Here's the breakdown. 2-man basketball again. The two suckers, when they got Monk and Westbrook out here, sucker city. We're going to run the same 2-man basketball game we've been running all night long. When they see these two on the court, it's like food. Boy, that is a steak and crab dinner right there, boy. Let's see it. Kennard walks through easy, uncontested. 2-man finna come trap Paul George. Watch how Luke Kennard just walks through. He basically could have walked to the rim. But he falls out and goes to the 3-point line. No one picks him up. Monk, Russ, nobody's worried about Luke Kennard. Paul sees it out the corner of his eye. Matter of fact, he is so open, Serge Ibaka's wide open for a dunk. LeBron pointing, hey, get him. He still ain't worried about Luke Kennard. He worried about Serge Ibaka coming down now. He telling AD, get over there and get him. AD like, oh, wait a minute. I got to get down here to Luke Kennard. He was like, forget Luke Kennard, get Serge Ibaka, who under the rim. Luke Kennard is one of the most dangerous 3-point shooter, Detroit Pistons, wide open, bang. And down she goes. Now, it isn't that the Clippers shot well that night. They were shooting open shots all night. So my thing is, if you're going to keep giving us open shots, it's the NBA. You're supposed to make those. The Lakers was doing good and scoring. They couldn't stop anybody. It's 113, 111 with 44 seconds to go. The Clippers got the ball. All right, I'm gonna break it down for you some more, because I want the whole world to understand and get this, right? I want y'all to understand how this works. It's 44 seconds to go in the game. Clippers up 2. Serge has got the ball in the paint. Why is Melo going down there to help out with Monk? Why do you have Monk in there for this situation? This is where I think Dwight Howard should have probably been in the game just for his size, or at least bring in somebody that you know like Jordan, who's got some mobility that can hang down there. You need somebody to get some boards. You need a stop. You're not having problems scoring. You're having problems getting stops. So you need somebody out there that can defend, damn it. So you leave Morris open. Morris gets the ball. Melo has to run and cover that real quick. Now, Serge has got better position on Monk. LeBron's coming over for the double. So which left Paul George open. Russ went to collapse on Paul George, and guess what he did? For the 15,000th time tonight, he left Luke Kennard open. And AD got to find him and run out on Luke Kennard now. He got there too late. Bang! I would love to be in the film room. I would love to be in the film room for the Los Angeles Lakers. Lord, 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 Lord. I would love to be in that film room. Woo! I'd be pleased. Can I be in this film room? I'd be LeBron James. Oh, he got his headphones on, looking down. He ain't looking at the film. Oh, let me be in there. I'd be like, can I run the film? Please let me run the film today. They'd be like, we're going to let a fan run the film. I'd be, thank you very much. I want everybody's attention. That means you too, bum. All right, let's go. Let's get it started, bum. We've been break down why we are losing games. I'll be like, you keep this up, we're going to start you off the bench. You probably better coming off the bench than starting in the game, because you costing us games. I don't need this, I'm walking out. I'll be good. I'll show the rest of the team why you suck. Goodbye. All right, here we go. Now this play here, I'll be rushed. This ain't OKC. We don't do this here, sir. We don't play like that here. Oh, it's very exciting when they lose. Very exciting. There's nothing like it in the world. When the Lakers go down, there's nothing like it in the world. Oh, I love this. All night long. Yeah, I'm loving it. Something beautiful, ain't it? Don't you agree? Don't forget to hit the like button. Show people that you love it. Thank you for the super chat too. Who's that? E-Dub? That's the problem. They can't stay on their man. And the reason why, and this is what happened when you have an older team. And this is why it's so hard for older players to win championships. See, Kevin Durant and all of those guys coming together, I mean, not Kevin Durant, but Kevin Garnett and those guys, that was an anomaly. That doesn't normally happen. That's why they only went to 2 finals. And they lost in a game 7. It's hard to go back. They were injured the next year after they won the championship. That's how Orlando went. Because those guys get up in age, they can't keep these young guys coming in. Every year, there's a 19, 20-year-old group of 20-year-olds coming into the league. They're getting younger and younger. 21, 20. And you know, if you in your 30s, you are not moving like you was in your 20s. You might have the experience, but they have the youth and the energy, which you gotta save it up for and wait for certain spurts. They could run all night. They got the energy, and when you do your big move, and then you turn around and look, they still there like, all right, you gonna show me? He's like, oh damn, okay, he can go for that. All right. Yeah, these boys ain't playing around. They are not playing around. They know exactly what they're doing and how they're doing it. Welcome to the National Basketball Association. I made that song that song's about 5 years old now. LeBron lose chips all the time, B. He be all right. He sucked, right? LeBron James voice. That's about 5 years old now. And the lyrics are still hitting home. The NBA's got all of these new kids. They playing like they don't care who LeBron is. I know he got the block, but I'm cooler with the shooter. I know LeBron got the block in the game, but I'm cooler with Kyrie who hit the shot to win the game. The league making these changes because of LeBron, and he's still complaining. He got 5 new players with jump shots, and they still trash, and he's still ass. Now, if that was the lyrics, 5 years ago, and it still resonates today, go from the very first lyrics. Y'all can call him King James. I'ma say whatever. I'm rolling with Kawhi because they bringing back the balling era. Can't trust LeBron. He can't guard a stick. That's why Kyrie took his bags and decided to split. All of this is official. Now, when we did LeBron James voice, and everybody was like, man, that was the best thing I done seen. That LeBron James voice, man, I love that. It was only to highlight the simple fact that the Los Angeles Lakers, and I mean, at that time, he was with Cleveland. He was with the Cavs. And they were sucking it up again and about to lose again to Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Something that we knew was coming. So every year we get to sing this song. And it's just basically shadows everything we were talking about. You heard Kwame earlier tell you about all the players that left the Lakers. I pointed that out too. Everybody that seemed to be the biggest lie, that this guy makes everybody better. They tell you about 50,000 lies on ESPN. Nothing was more worse than the LeBron James stat they pulled up out of the air talking about he's only had his dunk blocked 9 times in his entire career. You know, like that's a new record. It's like, oh my God. It's like, what is wrong with you? Like, do you realize there are more players in this league? Why? What is the fascination with this guy? But now we know why this was happening. Rachel Nichols was on the payroll of LeBron's propaganda team, as she was best friends and working with Adam, the doggone public relations guy for LeBron James. His Black Lives Matters guy, his more than a vote guy, who said he was exhausted. I wasn't even done yet with the list. I just stopped. But believe me, there's more. But I just stopped. Because I'm a nice guy. But LeBron will never have the impact that Kobe Bryant had on the game. It's insulting to even put that man in a conversation of Allen Iverson or a Kobe, Michael Jordan, Isaiah, Barkley. You know, you can go through the 80s. You can go through the whole 1980s and you will find every player in there was better than LeBron. But this isn't really about LeBron. This is more about the Los Angeles Lakers as a team. As a team, they're very dismal. And if you go against any team with a winning record, like they are very atrocious when it comes to they've only beaten like 4 teams with winning records this year. So just let that sink in. You got a winning record, you're basically going to beat the Lakers. Now, you played more mediocre teams this first month than anybody in the league. You played at home like 12, what was it, like 14 out of 15, 16 games You was playing like at home. It just made no sense. How many times the Lakers was at home and they were losing. So, like I'm saying, it just doesn't make any type of sense. It's like they don't even try to disguise it anymore. Like they still talk about the Lakers. This is team is like 500. They're in like the sixth place in the West. And they want to continuously dominate the media with Lakers talk. Now, do you think Adam Silver wanted to take down a LeBron James game? LeBron played the Clippers, right? LeBron played the Clippers in the Battle of LA. He's playing in the game. It was a national televised game, and they snatched it away and put the Phoenix Suns and Golden State Warrior as the prime matchup for the day. Said, no, we playing that game. We televising that one. We making a change. That one gonna be off TV. Cause Kawhi ain't there. The king of LA. Now you LeBron James, you couldn't get on TV? You think Michael Jordan played a game that wasn't on TV? Michael Jordan has never played a game that wasn't shown on television. When Jordan played and the Bulls played, better get ready. That game is being broadcast. Am I going live tonight? I'm already live. Russ is doing better, but it's defensively he's not doing better. You know, and that's rotations, that's communication. What I'm seeing here is a lack of practice. A lack of practice leads to these type of things. And once you start doing that, your team is gonna lose. If y'all not in sync now, and you're not in sync in the fourth quarters when it's winning time, how the hell you gonna be ready for when it really matters? When the chips are really on the table, when it really counts. The Chicago Bulls just beat the Brooklyn Nets twice. Are y'all ready for that? There's teams that are better than you. I mean, literally just better than the Lakers. And y'all got all of these superstar players, but like Kwame just told you, y'all suck right now. And y'all suck based on the fact of how you're playing the game. Yeah, I know. No, not true at all. I tried not to. Um, no, not too much. I think I did that when I was in Las Vegas, man. I was just in town kicking it. Well, no, I had plenty of chances to meet LeBron James. I was at a game LeBron was at. When they played, he was playing for Cleveland, they played the Bulls. And I was rooting for Cleveland. Oh man, I got a playlist called The Truth Behind Sports Beats. You guys got to look at that. So not only we do hip hop, we do the sports beefs too. Lou Williams, man. I don't know. I think this might be Lou Williams, probably his last season. So, mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about the invisible hand. We talked about all of these things. What's up, Dow G? You still up rocking with us this late? Well, it ain't that late at all. It's late for me. Oh, that's what happened to Marco Murray. He was doing great. until he started messing with an ex-teammate's wife. I did the video, The Truth Behind the First Take, an undisputed TV show, before the episode even aired of Skip and Shannon's Undisputed. We had already set it up because we knew what was coming. We knew all the stuff that happened behind the scenes. The person that created First Take, Jamie Horowitz, went to Fox and brought Skip over there and wanted to bring Stephen A. Smith over there. Wanted to bring his First Take over to Fox. But Stephen A. stayed, and with ESPN, they gave him a fat deal. And Shannon Sharp ended up working out way better than they thought. Oh, T.I. wanted to fight Floyd in celebrity boxing. Do you know T.I. would get hurt? T.I. would get so hurt because Floyd wouldn't hold back no punches for him. He wouldn't be like this an exhibition. You gonna get worked out. That boy will get worked out. T.I. believes he can box because he hitting pads. The pads ain't hitting you back. You'll get cracked in the face, and then it's all going downhill from there. Eli Apple, man. His career had a great rookie year. Then he started going downhill from there. Well, his mama, Annie Apple, was, out there dating all these NFL players. And it's like messed up his whole game when players is like taking his mom out on dates and, he got to play with these guys. And, our players talk on the field. It affected his game. We got all that stuff on, that was for free. Mm-hmm. I feel that too. Any upset for this week? The Chicago Bears. Take the Bears and the points over Arizona. Chicago Bears. Well, Nike, they don't have it because, oh yeah, this when they was ready to fight me at the Conor McGregor fight post game. They was ready to fight me because Conor McGregor lost. I was in their ear all night.
No, the reason why Conor was winning is because he was a big guy in smaller weight classes. Now he's fighting guys in size. So now there's a different fight zone for him.
See, look at that. I'm educating people. That's what I do. I just educate the world. Told y'all about Conor McGregor. Told y'all what he was. I said, look, this is what this guy is. That was so funny. The media thought I was Felix Trinidad, and they brought Oscar De La Hoya over there like, Trinidad's here. I am not Felix Trinidad. But they didn't. They just, once again, I was Tito. In their eyes, I was Felix Tito Trinidad, and that was it. That's Trinidad! I'm like, I'm not Trinidad. Never forget that brother who pointed at me. There you go, right there. That's Trinidad, baby. There he is. Telling his wife I'm Trinidad. God damn. Took a picture and everything. Take a picture with him, Trinidad. I'm like, man, when you take this to work. Yeah, we met Trinidad. They gonna be like, where? Oh, that motherfucker ain't Trinidad. I don't know who the hell that is. That you took that picture with. Isaac Cruz or Tank Davis? Oh, wow. Mm, Isaac Cruz gonna give you a good fight. But it's not going to happen. Well, Fogel's got to bring in new lineups and be a coach, or he's going to be fired. I mean, he's in a coachless situation. Whenever you're in a game with LeBron, you're in a coachless situation. You're there to take the full blunt of everything that's going on and take all the blame. But it could cost you your job. You got to remember, they never wanted Fogel. They're like, we don't want him. We got stuck with him. Because the coach we wanted was gone. Now we don't have a coach. Oh yeah, who could forget Ceno live at the Bulls game?
We gotta be careful here because we don't
Sitting right behind the Bulls bench.
gotta keep our masks up. You know, we ain't anything. We're right behind the bench.
See that? Look at that. Ceno was getting it in, baby. Right behind the Bulls bench. In case you thought I was lying. In case you thought I was lying. I go to the games, and when I go to the games, I go to the games. I'm on the floor.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy Karceno here, man. And don't forget.
Don't forget it. LeBron is the one that's been trying to take me down. But yet we laugh and we keep moving on. We're going to keep pointing out all of these imperialistic things he's been trying to do to get us shut down for no reason. All we're doing is telling the truth. So, it is not my fault. He is not better than the Detroit Pistons or anybody else. It's not my fault, man. It's not my fault. Yeah. But let me get ready to wind it down, get things set up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. NFL Sunday, we back, baby. Don't forget, hit the like button. My Cash App is Karceno, Karceno. The Patreon's on fire, as you already know. And yeah, we went in on Hassan Campbell on there because I had to address him and just give him his fair warning now. If you talking that coming to get me stuff and all that stuff, you talking, dog, hey, I'm just letting you know, don't play.